Now that we have the load task by ID in our task DAO, we can go ahead with task updates. First of all, we will need to start add task activity from our onItemClickListener method in main activity. We will pass the item ID as an extra with the key add task activity extra task ID. Now let's go to add task activity. Here we will use the item ID from the intent and assign it to the mTaskActivity ID variable. We will use it to retrieve that task from the database. Similarly to previous steps, we will use our disk.io executor. Our runnable will call the load task by ID method in our task DAO with the task ID. This will return a task entry object that we can use as a parameter to call to the populate UI method. As we know, we cannot modify the UI from this thread, so we need to call run on UI thread. Also, we will need to declare our task variable as final, so it is accessible from our run method. Remember that this is a temporary solution. Once we learn a bit more about Android architecture components, we will be able to simplify all this. Let's add a note here about that. Time to implement our populate UI method, which so far is empty. Firstly, let's return if our task is null. Otherwise, we can set the description in the edit test and use the setPriorityInViews method to set the priority. Finally, let's add the update logic to our onSaveButtonClick method. Currently, it always adds a new task to the database, but that should only happen when our mTaskID variable matches the default task ID constant. Otherwise, we will set the task ID and call the update task method of our task DAO. If we run our code and pick one of our tasks, we can see that its details get loaded in our detail activity. If we change the description and priority, our list of tasks is now updated accordingly.